It's an awkward engagement, but he's got to be so damn sharp. Magnetic onto their heads, picks up the rifle, but with the pistols, it's all PRX.
How have they done that? How on earth have they done that?
Yeah, satchel forwards. Jing, though, is going to be near side.
Oh, the double TP!
He's close, double TP! Into the back lines! It's dealt with instantly, and that! Valin is hungry for it. Carnage onto the site, lights him up, makes the Sheriff sing with shots like that, and these pistols could still do that real damage. Real quick work, leads it down to Jorgamo in that 1v2, 1v2! And that prior damage finally pays off. Red Bull clutch for Jorg. High octane action is what you came for. Jorgamo might be gearing up for a bit of a fight there. Stun still, it's going to be hitting towards the back, and the shot still distracted for a second. It's traded out evenly by Jing Tavai, still at the back, and heads are turned away from him. He combines the might, him and Patman really doing the damage, but Forsaken, the IGL, inserts himself into the conversation. Patman's got to get it done now. 9 bullets and time running short. Trent from on high. It's a thrifty round converted. G2. Jing showstopper. Door's going to be open up from behind. Steel Garden as well. Just putting the squeeze now onto these G2 players. Get the corral and cower into the corner. Put a nade at your back and a gun forwards. Jing, watchful eye on every single extremity. They're just going into a straight up honest A hit. Again, they don't have the guns and just spotting out the barrister bodies. That flash and a peek. Tavai! Oh my, Tavai!
What a flash! Crushing, and it looks like there's going to be an enormous scrap towards B.
It's all gearing up, isn't it? Skirmish chord 4, why not? It's gonna get bloody, and it's brawly at that. G2 though, the ones winning it out so far. Feed entirely filled up in their name. A 4-piece, 4-leaf.
With a Sheriff instead of a Ghost.
It's relentless here. Look at this, already straight through the smokes, and you see Jorgamo taking that first point of contact. Already catching on to something as well. He was trying to TP his way all the way in. Watching for it with a frenzy from that kind of range. Here we're going to see the double satchel play. Jing's forwards. Skip past this one. Sightlens is going to be spotted. And the bodies just line up for him. Jing going to contain as well. Needs some help as well. Calling for reinforcements and a bit of backup. And that is a TP behind you. It is manic stuff from Jorg. And he's not stopping there. Damage done, but in a flip of a coin, it's all turned on its head. PRX. Mounds are now sending it even flying further forwards, anticipating!
Well, that's not going to do it!
Oh my goodness! He said he forced the anchor now with the Odin in his hand. The door not opened up, the salvos to try and cut them off. Where it hurts!
Down A.
Split them in twine. PRX right now, they don't know which way to look, which way to stand. Toppled at a moment's notice. Advantage, but it might not matter with something playing like this. And like you said, the timing is everything. It's all about how fast G2 end up playing it, but he reveals it early with that kill onto Jonah P. No one's turning to look at this right now. No one at all. Last time that these teams played each other ended up 13-11 lost to G2, and anticipating that TP deep into the back line. Rely onto it still. Bullets going to be rattled on either side here. Damage is being done either way. Judge in the hands of Leaf, he can't get much done at all. The rifles are singing in the hands of these PRX players. Still trying to divide up most of the site and see if they can take this one nicely. But they have to get their eyes and watchful eyes, and these smokes, Valin does punish it. Forsaken dropped in that IGL dip. Jing from the side has got a nade waiting, rebounds, but a little bit too shallow. A tap onto it, Horn needs to be dealt with, it's all coming down to the wire! And in slow motion, could we have it any other way? Map 1! Shots that he's going to be popping off. Prowler in his face. At some point, maybe forced to respect this one. Oh my god, that's damage done. Traded out though, G2 still get themselves in. Unused as a response of that. Prowler alongside it. Time starting to be a bit of a difference maker. Damage done on the side of PRX. They are absolutely dishing it out now. They're not giving it any easy fight. Any easy fight whatsoever. Calm and collected is the way that pistol round goes for PRX in the retake.
I mean, picked it here.
Oh, that's purely off the smoke timing. Jing takes a peek and takes the shots, and same can be said for Patman.
Oh, he's heard that.
Yeah, TP.
Actually, he might not have done. He's not calling for the full rotate.
At this point, it should be very obvious. Tavai, stalwart defender. The one to try and lock this one down, and he's being precise as anything, just trying to pluck off the heads. That's what something has got to play with in this spot right here, but against a sharp aim of Trent, not quite doable. So just like that, need some help, need some bailout as well. The timing is going to be has to be picture perfect. Picture perfect! What a spray down a transfer! And something with the util out! It's Jorgamo to punish. Ends up going down. Paranoia sweeps though. That is a massive collection. It's only Patman who can put a stop to this. And my god! He buys enough time for Forsaken to reinsert himself, get back into the act. Ready and waiting. The timing is taken just right on that. The damage is still being done, though. They can't really deal with these players, and it comes down to a 1v1. It's Trent versus Forsaken. It comes down to the weaponry at this point. Gunplay, and how well can you trade each other out? Both satchels used. Just crouch peeking into it. Jing dismissed readily. Reaction time test. All pays off here for the G2 players. While he's out into the open, Patman trying to help out as well through mid. Looking down this avenue, he knows where most of the ire is coming from. Devi shuts him down. 1, 2, 3 shots. He's looking for that 4 off his team. Helps him out for it. Sublime stuff from Devi. 2 players being caught and collected, 30 seconds left, and it's going to come down to the gun duel. It's going to come down to it here and now. Across the map, kills it, collected, and claims it. It does even it up into a 3v3. Goes down with the ship, but it might just be your G2 sailing into Ascent to bring us all the way. Something is going to have to go huge. Planted for him. A flash dodged and avoided. Jorgo puts his body on the line, but it's played perfectly. Something, you can't be doing this to them. A tap from Trent trying to pull him out into the open once more, but it's all goddamn something. Move over it as a pack. 3, 2, 1, TP up towards the top. It's a full exec that's scored for, but that flash is everything. Devi finds it in through the side. The trades on top. Jonah P still trying to play it forwards and not expecting that something could be on that corner. Lucky to be alive in a spot like this, but the paranoia is perfect once more. Forsaken trying to lay claim to the site and help his team survive. Weaving, and now they're sending it flying forwards. They reveal their hand. It's up to Jorgamo. Can he try and put a stop to it? Jing stopped. Finally there, but out wide into the open. These shots need to land, and land they will! Touch. Gonna skip past this. Just leaves it to Devi though, and it is inevitable at this point. Time trickling down. Bodies reinforcing it. G2 are not finished yet. They want to survive. Salvo on top of it. Damage being done, but it's just tickling their feet in a salvo. And the soul is on leave.
How's he got 3?
Where has he found that? It's up here, Patman and Devi trying to make the most of this situation now, but Keen's a good... Oh, it's going to be clean, and unfortunately, first one not going their way. Patman even just revealing his position, and immediately you can see the G2 players scurrying forwards. Jonah P trying to buy time and try and take that fight, but no one really ready to trade off that. That's an ult turned up. Nightfall now, scatters, gives the confirmation. One player spotted. He doesn't know where Valen is. Horn even broken. Time ticking away. Trying to really ISO those fights out. G2 though had it completely under their control. A handshake at a Utah, but as soon as Jonah P reveals a fire, it could be going straight back at him. It's a drag fight that's being taken. Jing thought he was set up for success there with a fight potentially, but now drone clearance through. Valen off to the side as well, holding it down at an avenue of his own. And he attempted a trade, it's just not in sight here. And we should be going to Ascend. This is just a bloodbath and a blender that these players are being pulled into. Forsaken. 1v3, he's got to try and find these players and see if he can collect the kills. It's all Valen though. Puts him in the grave and sends us all the way to Ascend. A map 3. They've got an idea for it. A lot of players looking down mid as well for that peak. Expecting Leaf to be down there, but he's also done the damage. He knows he's there. Jorgamo tight to the corner here. Actually, a bit of awareness just going to miss just for Jing in that. Still players are starting to look to see if they can float all the way back in with that frenzy. How the hell does Jorgamo get this value? He's so good with it. Too controlled, man. Something on Forsaken now, having to get it done. Sheriff in the mid. Something already going to be picking off. Jorgamo. He's gone in a 2v2. Now it gets going, a lot of damage being done. That is so precise in terms of the shots. And Trent has to reveal his position. The dart drifting overhead here. Something still delivering these shots. My God, what a monster he is.
Untouchable on pistol rounds, it feels like recently. The ghost in hand delivers 4.
We're going now into this 1v2. Currently 16 and 8. The players dropping down and giving him that perfect timing. Snapping to it. 1v1. He's earned it. The IGL does it again. Spam into the corner. I think they know that Jing's in that spot and that position. And Leaf, time to strike is there. The backstab that they needed is a spike drop down in the middle of nowhere. And bodies are reinforcing. G2 have the entirety of the team. The army has arrived to try and put a stop to most of this, but a dart late in being delivered. Leaf, though, still getting active. He's forwards again into his approach, trying to bait those shots, and he can't be stopped. This is ridiculous from him. What? So overall's going to be used, though. That's an attempt at a punish. Could be some connections coming through. And there it is. Long range with the artillery. Trent trying to make the play towards it, but that's a res to instantly undo most of that damage. And something inserted himself making a bit of a home, just trying to set up camp, and they are trying to remove him out with that util. It's clean, but it goes on either side once more. It's all down to the finer details, and the gunplay is what matters most. G2. This PRX will want to square up towards it. They hear the footsteps, and they see the shot. Divide rains down that ledge. And it's PRX who survive. PRX who keep going. And PRX who deny G2 that chance and send them packing to the lowers.